Welcome back. My name is Artemis Blackfire and we are playing Carl is Famous yet again because I've only got 4 of the 28 endings. So, my husband is going to shout out answers to me and we're going to go with that. Good interview, no clothes, helped Harry, made art. Okay. Carl is a hot dog available now. What? What? Carl wakes up. He is famous. Right. Carl is the host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and public has noticed. Inside, called Kyle a most excellent dumping white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is an inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. The most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcasts. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight, Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to my heart of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracks his eye open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. You must choose your actions wisely. Right. First decision of the morning was made wisely. Either exit the bed, browse social media, or wither away.
Browse social media.
Okay. Carl starts to scroll through articles on his phone. Read article. Stay Up Late with Carl is ranked number 1 and number 2 show on television. Get out of bed or read more.
Read more.
New East Bridge is being constructed after being found not actually exist. Authorities investigating.
Get out of bed.
Okay, get it. Carl exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. He can open the closet, sit at desk, or scavenge. Exit bedroom through hallway. Scavenge. Carl quickly crouched down on the floor and realizing his immediate need for gossip, back to bedroom, resources, bugs. Carl started to pick between the fuzz of this carpet bedroom and hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Soon he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive. Eat immediately or save for later use. Carl stashed the wriggling mass for later use. Back to bedroom. I'll return to the centre of the bedroom. Open closet, scavenge, sit at desk, or exit bedroom to hallway.
Open the closet.
Carl opened his closet. It was dark and only really see his hanging shirts. Choose an outfit or back to bedroom.
Choose an outfit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Carl decided to take some time to choose the perfect hours, knowing how important appearance is. Jeans and the swimming goggles, skunk pasties. What a slick suit and a suit of armour. I've done suit of armour. Slick suit. Carl miraculously cramped his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Back to bedroom. Carl returned to the centre of the bedroom. You've got sit at desk, scavenge.
Exit bedroom to hallway. He's dressed now, so he can leave.
Carl walked into the small hallway and connects the room to his apartment together. Check locked door, leave apartment, move to kitchen, return to bedroom.
Check locked door.
I've never been able to get in there. Carl walked over the strange door in the hallway, but he found it was quickly locked. Was from the inside. Force door with forehead back to the hallway.
Force the door.
Carl decided to be best to try to force the door open with the use of his head. After smashing his features into solid wood for several minutes, Carl gained severe short-term amnesia. Back to it.
Check locked door.
Ah,
that's no fun. Leave apartment. Let's go outside.
Okay. Carl walked out in the middle of the road and took a long pondering look around him. Visit dance door neighbour. Visit tech store. Return to apartment.
Tech store.
Carl walked into a clean and white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cut-out mascot with flashing lights. Turn the street, give review a free sample. Still Techno Jim.
Still Techno Jim.
Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Carl grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. Finding Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, he started pulling upwards and forcefully. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Carl glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered, and ran outside. Continue with the day. Carl walked into the middle of the road and took a long...
Visit downstairs neighbour.
Yeah. Carl approached his downstairs neighbour and knocked on the door. It was a middle-aged woman. Gabby answered the door. She looked at Carl, explained. Greet and start a conversation. Consume, Gabby. Scream and spin.
Scream and spin.
Slowly, Carl started to twirl outside of Gabby's door with arms outstretched. He tilted his neck upwards and let loose a long, passionate, meaningful scream. As Carl continued to spin, Gabby shut her and locked her door, as she did every time Carl screamed outside her door. He's done it more than once! Liz, do you mind? Eventually, Carl ran out of breath and fell over. Back to the street. Oh. Carl hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Carl approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Approach Rachel. Good evening, Carl, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here.
Interview Techno Jim instead.
Carl roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Techno Jim in her stead. Hello, Techno Jim, said Carl. I'm going to interview you today. Carl grasped Techno Jim by the hand and tried to shake it, instead tore it off with a cardboard frame. Carl's producer, sensing a viral media, pulled a bewildered Rachel out of frame and motioned the crew to go live. Cameraman moved and lights flashed. Suddenly the studio was on air. Hi, I'm Kyle, said Kyle. And tonight I'm going to interview a very special guest. He pointed at Techno Jim using his dismembered arm. Techno Jim started to smoke from the heat of the lights. No!
No, save Techno Jim.
I would like to introduce yourself. Would you like to introduce yourself? Asked Kyle. Knowing Jim will probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. Hi, Kyle, he said, raising a pitch of his voice. My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest. Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock. Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible and should feel ugly. Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. Wow, Kyle, he said. I'm sure I wish I could look like you. Techno Jim burst into flames.
No! Techno Jim!
Instantaneous, the sprinkler system initiated. The curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused with water and soon set abuzz with electrical fires. Carl's crew abandoned their posts as cameraman and sound mixers to try and put out the fires. As the crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Carl sat motionless, staring forwards. Eventually, the fires were all put out. Carl's producer shut off broadcasting, leaving Carl vacant stare in the final frame. Carl's ratings skyrocketed. Techno Jim became a staple of the show and often ended up destroyed by the end of each episode. Although Rachel did not come back to the show, her cardboard portrayal of Rachel was very popular. Right. Reset. Alright, my turn. I will go with away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered away successfully and died. Shucks. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Sorry, I got distracted by a cat. Got out of bed anyway. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around the room. Opened the closet. I'm going to choose swimming goggles and jeans. Kyle decided on the fashion-forward, casual style. He could barely see out of the goggles. Back to the room. Sit at desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Kyle opened his side drawer on his desk and grabbed the items that stored there. Small key! I can get into the room now. I want the flashlight. Kyle grabbed the flashlight, but after jiggling the switch, he found it was out of batteries. Aww. Wrote notes on the interview. Is your mother a mother? I ain't going to do that one. Kyle wrote down his second question. Beef, mashed or blended? I wrote down his third question. I purposely ran over a puppy. Kyle wrote down his last question. What is your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Oh, go with that. Back to room. Exit doorway. Check locked door. I have a key. Float through as a ghost. I'm a ghost! I can go through the door! I can finally find out what's on the other side. Kyle used his ghostly powers to walk through the door. Go inside. Kyle found himself in various items sent to him by fans. Get laser claim. We'll check the supernatural artifact first. This one is one of many artifacts Kyle has been sent over the years. Grab artifact. Kyle stashes the mysterious artifact back for later use. Get laser claymore. Expecting a battle, Kyle grabbed the laser claymore. I'll check sewing machine. Oh no, I ran out of time. Per normal, he ceased to be. Kyle Horrors has said. He ceased to. Sitting across from her host chair was a glamorous woman of general nudity. Oh my god. As Carl approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Throw the artifact at Rachel. As she approached to shake hands, Carl produced a supernatural artifact and winged it at Rachel's face. Within moments, the artifact collided with her head, and Rachel started to turn into a lizard demon. Rachel began the cause of destruction, tipping over lights, causing the crew members to scatter. Carl, realizing the disaster he had caused, he decided it was up to him to tame the monster. Throw crew members at monster, throw self at monster. I'm gonna throw crew members. Carl started grabbing new crew and hurled them at Rachel. Crew members rebounded off Rachel of all sides, causing little to no damage to her or themselves. The lizard demon enraged Rachel rushed at Carl and drove him to the opposite wall face first. She began to pound Carl's face in the wall repeatedly, littering with shoe-sized holes. I'm supposed to be dead anyway. Carl, having been in a situation before, he felt exactly know what to do. Rolling his face, he began to punch himself immediately in the stomach repeatedly, causing loud gurgles and pops. Carl's strategy did not help. It continued to be smashed into the wall. After a period of time, the artifact lodged in Rachel's face and fell to the floor. Rachel immediately turned into herself, normal human self. The studio, now in shambles, flickered light. The broadcast started automatically. Unable to move properly. No! It is not your scratching post. Unable to move properly, became aware that the eyes of many were upon him. Tried to address the audience, but spewed instead on some mixture of breakfast and phlegm and chunks of wool. Ugh. Carl's spewing viewer became a very hot meme. Online personalities used it to express distaste about social issues. Teenagers sent it to each other about homework amounts. Rachel's broadcast was rescheduled for the following week. Fans complained about their not being able to see Rachel's face as she wore protective headgear at all in the entire time. There's 28 of them.
Bloody hell.
Oh my god. Well, I think that was quite I didn't get to use the claymore. Right. We're using the claymore. Right, let's go with the way. Shucks. Carl's no ghost. Sit at desk. Check in gesture. Small key. Back to desk. Oh, I never. It's from over. Exit bedroom to hallway. Check locked door. Float through the ghost. Go inside. Right. Taking the claymore. Now I just need to kill two. Oh, I don't remember actually. Check so shit. Okay. Back to hallway. Move to kitchen. Check pantry. Unlock with small key. Oh! Assortment of canned goods and grains. Carl's pantry stored a massive amount of bottled lard. Grab a bottled lard. I'll rather stash it for later use. Go to kitchen. Return to hallway. Float through side door. Ah. Hurry to the set as per normal. It ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Carl approached Rachel and looked up to Smiley. Rachel smiled and told I've already done this one. Nude. I forgot to put clothes on. Right, quickly, we're just going to go. Open closet. Choose an outfit. I don't know what the... Getting slimy garments to say proved difficult. Getting slimy garments proved difficult, so Carl opted to stick them into his body with hot glue. You're dead! You're a ghost! How? Sit at desk. Check drawer. Small key. Thank you. I want the claymore. Let's not worry about the... check the door. Flow through as a ghost. Go inside. Get claymore. Yes. Back the hallway. Why is it taking you an hour to go in each room? I'm honestly wondering. Ah. Move to kitchen. Open fridge. Eat. Prepare breakfast. Smash! Return. Leave apartment. Haunt around. Carl felt a sudden pull on his heart. Had he abandoned his job as a ghost? Was he fulfilling his spooky, ethereal role that he accepted while lying in bed this morning? Carl realised he had no other choice. I must spend days spooking out. I somehow derailed it. Well, spook the interview. Carl decided to make a plan on who and where he should spook. I think the interview Carl thought that it would be best to continue his daily course, but with a twist. Today, he would still go to his studio, but instead of conducting the interview, he would haunt. Exactly, Carl made his way to the studio early to find the best spot to conduct his ghostly duties. The studio was empty. Being so early, the crew wouldn't have arrived for several hours. Kyle gleefully skipped around the building, finding the best spot to hide himself. After searching for some time, Kyle decided to hide behind the guest's chair. Kyle quickly placed himself down and drew his legs to his chest. Soon the crew began to arrive to set up for the interview that night. Invisible to all senses, Kyle went undetected. He watched as the cameras were set up, screens were turned on, and pages were flipped. Within an hour, Rachel walked into the studio. Hey everyone, said Rachel, smiling kindly. I'm ready to get prepped. Oh, saucy. Who do I need to talk to first? Kyle's producer approached her. Thanks for being here, Rachel. You should talk to Andrea about makeup first and then wait for when Kyle arrives. Kyle, knowing he was duping everyone, began to giggle uncontrollably. And then it was then that he, like clockwork, ceased to be a ghost. Studio grew silent. Everyone stared at Kyle, head down, clutching his legs, giggling at the floor. Kyle froze. He had himself in a situation he's not encountered before. Kyle started to crawl out the studio on all fours, hoping a small form would avoid attracting any more attention. Everyone wordlessly watched Kyle, slowly made across the stage, through the production set, out the door. As soon as he's outside the studio, broke into an all-out sprint. Kyle made his way back to his apartment as quickly as possible. Kyle sat in his kitchen and processed what happened during his day. He vowed he would never haunt anything again. Kyle left. I wanted to use the claymore.
Must be a way. What are the symbols at the top?
I assume that's the claymore. That's the key I found. I don't know what that is. It was me maybe being a ghost. I don't know. Turn to menu. endings.
Lizard Demon 2.
I found Lizard Demon 2. Already done nudist. Anyway, I feel that's a good place to leave it. I'll see if I want to come back and find out what I can do with the claymore. I will blow something up. Maybe it should not be.
Claymore.
It says a laser claymore.
Yeah, it's a laser sword.
Yeah. I blow things up with lasers. What are you talking about?
Not a kaboom.
I know.
I thought it was a kaboom claymore to begin with until I saw the picture. And it's not.
Yeah.
It's a laser.
It's got lasers. Things go boom with lasers. Prove me wrong. I'm going to be on a list at the end. Stop arguing with me. This is my channel, therefore I can say what